Hi, this is Summer with Summer's Tips and Stitches, and this is a yarn chat video. So in this video, I've got some happy mail. I'm going to show you a little bit what I've been working on and something I bought. So let's first start with the yarn mail. I got a package from Vesta, my main gal Vesta, and I pre-cut it here so we can take a look and see what's in here. Ooh, now, should I dig around for a card? You guys, I don't see a card on top or anything, so I'm just going to go right in, and when I see it, I'm going to read it. Because as you guys know, my mom taught me, whenever you're getting kind of a package from someone, open the card first. Okay, I'm still trying to tidy up here because I have a hot mess. Okay, so the first thing I see on top are two enormous pom-poms. Vesta, they're so awesome. Look at this. This is amazing, because if you would see my normal size pom-poms, way too small. Love it. So here's a white one, and it's a buttercream, a faux fur one, and a gray one. Thank you, Vesta. I actually do have one hat ready for it. That's not this one right here. I'm going to put, you can't see it because it's under that one. Okay. Then I'll go for the first thing I see here. She gave me some Kobu. She knows that I'm hoarding up the Kobu right now. I love it. And I'm actually really happy about this too, because I just opened this pink Kobu to make that kitty cat for Maddie. And I wanted to save this pink Kobu and make a scarf with it. So now she sent me, you guys, 4 Kobus. 2 grays, a white, and a pink. Wouldn't that make a cute scarf? Maybe I should just make one out of these. I love the Kobu, you guys. Now I'm going to tell you about the Kobu if you haven't seen it. It's Lion brand. This stuff you can use for knitted knockers or crocheted knockers. It is 232 yards. It's a weight 3. But the fun thing about this Kobu, it's just like the Ombre Life they make, where it's little tiny strands, 4 or so, held together. No, actually more, probably like 8 together for a strand. I love the Kobu, and it's a very soft cotton. I want to say it's a cotton acrylic mix. Hey Flinny, can you pause your video, babe, or put your headphones on? This is silver. Yeah, 50% cotton, 50% rayon from bamboo. Interesting. Okay. Next, here's a partial skein, and this is one of those irregular yarns. Do you see that? It's a nice white, and then looks like here's another one. Let's see, it's a partial of this. Okay, so this is cotton candy, and it's 100% cotton, 120 yards. So she sent me a hank, and then she balled one up. Now, if I recall, I don't think Vesta has a hanker, one of these things, and a spindle, because I think I sent her some once, or she sent me one that she tried to unhank and it was a mess. And here is a pink one, cotton candy. This colorway is called, oh, it doesn't have one, it's a dye lot, 18. Very nice. And this is that irregular cotton. I really like this, Vesta. I like cotton. And then here is a big, I'm going to guess, yarn bee, because it's very much like the Karen Simply Soft, where it has that shine, but it has more defined twists. And that's a bright red. And here are, ooh, here's some more cotton. No, this is not. This is some kind of a furry one. Do you see that, you guys? But it has those really small strands. It's in this, there's a pink one, and this is a bright pink, and a white one, in this Cash Express bag. Very nice. And then, holy cats. What is this stuff called, y'all? Do you know? Sachet yarn. So there's the gray sachet. She actually sent me 3 gray, black sachets. I'm going to leave them. Nope, I got to take them out because there's stuff underneath. I'll put them down here. And then a Minnesota Viking one. I should make one, a sachet for my sister. And then this cool one, look at this color. It's got all kinds, purple, green, orange, white. And then a pink one. And then the Packers. Now, I've never made anything with the sachets. So now I'm feeling like, Vesta, that I'm going to figure out how to make something with these. Now, look at it. It's like already been crocheted. It's like a netting. I'm going to do some interesting work and find something to do with the sachet yarn. And I'm going to make something for everyone in my family. And then, you guys, Vesta so kindly shared with me her blocking board from, what's that gal's name? Sarah Jane, the Bella Coco Crochet Society package. And another pom-pom. Hey, Flinny, do you want to poke in and say hi? Flinny's here. Here's his hand. And here, you know what this is, you guys? This, you put this on a skein of yarn, I believe, if you do a center pull, and it keeps it from getting all messy. Vesta always has the greatest treats in here. She has all the wonderful things. And then in the bottom are some magazines. Here's an Afghan book. That one is so pretty because it has like a butterfly applique on it. Oh, here's a flag one. Oh, here's a super cute heart baby blanket one. Do you see that? And then, oh, the Love of Knitting. I really need to get some Love of Knitting. This is a 2016 magazine. Oh my goodness. This is cute. There's little baby slippers. Oh, here is a lacy. Kind of reminds me of the sachet yarn. Hey, Philly, are you whispering? Well, thank you, Vesta. I'm going to put all this sachet yarn in here, in this box, and save it. I'm going to try to make... Can you put this stuff in here for me, honey? Can you put it in there while you're back there? I am going to try to make something with the sachet yarn. People do all the time, and I just haven't yet. And now I'm going to. Now, the next part of my video can be controversial. And I just want to let you guys know that I am being safe, okay? But I'm going to tell you the story, how it happened, okay? You're like, ooh, what is she going to talk about? I'm going to talk about face masks. So, my sister lives in Minnesota, and this was last week, last Friday, April 3rd. She calls me, or maybe it was the 4th, at the crack of dawn and said, Minnesota is going to make a rule that you have to wear a face mask or face covering when you leave. Thank you, honey. You're so kind to do that for me. So I was like, all right, well, let's see. You know, sure, I'll make you some because my sister does not sew. This is the sister that crochets rosaries, and that's like the extent of her craftiness. So I kind of was looking into it, and I came across this pattern. It was from Good Morning America. They made this video. They made this whole segment on their show about how to make your own face masks. And she called for, she said, to get 2 pieces of 100% cotton material. And she shows you in this little clip, which I can put a link in the description to, how to make the face masks. And she shows you how to lay the 2 pieces together. You want to have the pretty side in. You sew all the way around. You leave a little hole. You flip it inside out. Then you make the pleats and you sew across it. Somewhere in that process, you pop in the elastics in the corners. So I said, that's easy enough. I can do that. So I went to Walmart, no elastic. So I ended up buying, if I can find any, these things called elastic hair ribbons. It's made by the Goody Company. As you can see, these are not rounded. These are elastic ribbons. And they have them tied on the end, so you just untie them. You poke them in the corner, you sew it, put it in the other corner, right? Pardon me, I need some more coffee. Now, the nice thing about these is they have a package of them, for 12 in one package for $3.98. And because Joann's and Walmart or Hobby Lobby are closed and Walmart had 0 elastic, this is what I used. So I made everybody in my family and my sister's family a little mask. Now, this was Saturday morning, and the gal in the tutorial said it takes about 20 minutes. And I was pre-cutting my fabric. And I was able to make these in like 10 minutes. And I have like a level, I'm going to bump myself up to a level 2 in sewing because I can do these little tucks. So I banged out a whole bunch of these. Now, initially I was going to crochet them, but I kind of felt like the crochet has holes in it. So after making a whole bunch of these, my stepmom was like, hey, they really should have some kind of a filter in there. And so she was doing research on what kind of filters she should put in there. And the thing is this, the filters are not reusable depending on the type of filter you put in there. And these need to be washed after using. So if you go to Walmart to do your grocery shopping, you have your mask on, you come back home, you really should pop this in the wash because your germs are on the inside, but all those other germs that you were breathing in are on the outside, right? So if you put a filter in between the layers, like a coffee filter, a paper towel, a shop paper towel, or pieces of vacuum cleaner bag, or if you use 2 layers of interfacing, all things I've heard that people put in there, if you wash it and dry it, it's going to break up. So what I've come to settle on is if you're going to wear one of these masks, know that this is merely getting larger particles, spit particles flying through the air to not go in your mouth. And maybe protecting your air from getting out. But I don't know that it's 100% effective, and it certainly is not hospital quality. But what I think you can do is fold up one of those shop towels, lay it in here and like tuck it in on the sides, and then wear the shop cloth across your mouth, wear the mask across your mouth. Now this is going to be good enough for you to go to Walmart to get your groceries or get your gas. I don't think it's a life-saving. I don't think you could use this in trauma situations. I don't think you could use this to if you were exposed to a person with COVID. But I think it's good enough to lay that shop cloth in there and put it on your face. Now, after doing that, I said, you know what, Summer, you are a crocheter. And by the way, I made something like 20 of these, 24 or 25. And I got very good at them. Now, I then decided to crochet one. Now, I'm going to tell you what, folks, it makes me really sad. And you all, my loyal yarn friends, know how I feel about people being unkind and controversial and rude to each other. And people are being that way to the crocheters who are trying to crochet these masks. Now, do I think one layer of crochet is enough? No, because you can see through it. Look at those holes. But one clever gal, and I'll put a link in the description to the tutorial I followed to make this, she has now gone through and designed a second layer. So here's the front of the mask, and here is the back. And then you know what you can put in here? You can put your filter. Whether it be 2 pieces of paper towel or the shop cloth or your coffee filters or your vacuum cleaner bags or whatever you've decided is going to be a protective layer, you can just pop it right in there. Isn't that clever? Now these, and I'll put this on for you, these are too big. I crocheted a chain of 20 and then I went back around, and it's really, I probably should have done 15 because as you will see, this is way too big for me. See that? But it's very thorough for covering, especially if I have that filter. But see, it does start to fall. So I suggest making these smaller, or if you want to go through and sew some elastic. But I think the elastic is hard to come by, y'all. So I did have a go at making these. This is made with 100% cotton. And then like I said, I just went, after I made the full mask, she shows you, you join right here, and you go in the back loop, right? And then you just crochet all the way around, and then you single crochet join it, or slip stitch join it, that's what I did, to the other side. So now you have the filter. Do I think this is going to save my life if I was with a corona person? Probably not, like someone who had corona, but I definitely think it's going to keep the droplets, because believe me, I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I definitely spit when I talk. It's so embarrassing. So it would keep my spit in, and it would keep other people's spit out. So I just joined the bandwagon. Now, I'm not going to sell these. I did have somebody at work ask me for some, and I gave her some, and she did pay me. And so thank you if you watch this video. I appreciate that. And I'm going to buy my kids some lunch with it. But I would never like sell these. There's a bunch of folks that are selling them for like $4 or $6, which I think is reasonable because you have to pay for the fabric and these elastics, right? And hair tie elastics, I think, are more expensive than regular elastic, which is in a real shortage right now. But I just made some for my sister and her family, and I'll probably make some for my mom and mail them up to Door County. But I joined the bandwagon. I made some masks. Now, the thing that I think is horrible is all these people are just bullying. There was even one gal that posted it in a knitting Facebook group, and people are like, get out of here. Those masks are ineffective. Crochet is horrible, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, why do people have to be so rude? Guess what? I think it's more effective to wear one of those little masks to go to Walmart than wear nothing at all. Right? Let's be real. It's just, is it the best? Probably not. But is it better than nothing? Absolutely. And if it makes you feel comfortable, and we still have to go to the store to get groceries. Our Walmart, when you log in to do their online shopping to get their groceries delivered, they're full every time. Every time we go in there, all the time slots are full. So if you need some groceries, you have to go to Walmart. Okay, so that's enough about the face mask stuff. I crocheted one, I sewed some, and I do say that I've now moved to a higher level of sewing because I can do these pleats. Isn't that beautiful, you guys? Look at that stitching. I'm amazed. Now, this fabric, for all of you who are wondering, my mom made me a shirt, I believe, with this when I was like in 3rd grade, sporting my Richard Simmons hairs. Yes, you guys. When I was in 3rd grade, I had an afro perm. And I looked like Richard Simmons. And then she made me a shirt with this. And then she saved the fabric. And when I grew up and got a sewing machine, she gave it to me. So I made my boys. Each of them have a mask out of this. So it's kind of nice when I see them. Okay, and the last thing I have for my yarn chat video is when I went to Walmart today to get some supplies, eggs, bread, juice, milk. You know the stuff you go through really quick like. I bought myself some buttons. And you're like, why do you need more buttons, lady? Because where'd that go? I have a big jug somewhere of buttons. Lenny, I lost my button jug. Well, anyway, it's because I'm going to make those little strappy things. And then I bought this comfy cotton because I thought this was neutral. And I gave my last comfy cottons to my yarn swap. Was it Chris or Patty? I don't remember. So I bought this comfy cotton and I'm going to make, and I don't know if you've seen them. I don't have one here to show you. But basically, it's like this little thing that's about this long, and it's rounded. I mean, Bella Coco has an example on how to make it. And then you take these 2 buttons and you sew them on the end because the nurses and medical folks out there are getting sores behind their ears from the elastic. So they have those little things that you put on the back of their head, and then the strappers can go onto there. So I'm going to make a bunch. And I'm going to mail them up to Door County because my husband's stepmom is a nurse. And I thought I'd make a whole bunch and mail them to her. And if she wants, she can wear them or share them with her friends. And so I bought all these buttons because I felt like they matched perfectly and I wanted them to match. I didn't want them hobo. And then I'm going to make a special one for her that's all glitz and purple because she's a flashy lady. I'm going to make it out of this. Ooh. So that is what I've been doing, yo. And then, so now that I'm done, which you should have seen or will see, my beautiful wrap that I made that Zelda has a tutorial for. Now that I'm done with this, and look at that, isn't that beautiful? And now that I'm done with that face mask stuff, today I'm gonna make these little thingies, those little strapper things. And then I'm going to, while I'm making my strapper things, I'm going to watch tutorials on how to use this sock loom. And I'm going to make my first pair of socks with this right here, which I've promised to send to Bonnie. And then I'm going to make myself a pair matching because I've hoarded up this yarn a while ago. I really liked it. This is sock yarn from Joann's, and I want to say it was like a Deborah Norval type of yarn. She's on the cover of it, I think, or Serenity or something. And I bought like 4 of them, and then for Mother's Day, my husband saw, I guess I liked it, and thought, oh, she must need more. So they bought me like 6 more. I'm not kidding you. So I literally have like a million yards of this. So I'm gonna make me and Bonnie a pair of matching socks. And then I thought, a couple of you have asked when you saw me open this, I thought I would try to make a little, like a tutorial or explain how it went, and then I'll link the tutorials that I follow. Okay, that's what I'll do. So yeah, that's it for this yarn chat, my darlings. Yeah, that's all I've got. Whoop, whoop. All right, thanks for, oh, what was I gonna say? Flinny, was there something I was gonna say?
What?
I don't know. I'm like on high speed today because I've been drinking coffee all morning. All right, that's all I've got. Yeah, happy Easter. He is risen. Happy Resurrection Day. You know when you go to church and they're like, he is risen. They're like, he is risen indeed. That's what I was going to say. Okay, you all, thanks for liking and subscribing. Thanks for watching and sharing my videos. And until the next video, happy crafting.
Bye.
Bye.
Happy crafting.